was already a confident kid, but that had to help to go out there and have some success. But at the same time, I think he made him realize some things he's got to work on to be a better quarterback and help us win games. And then he's stepping into a new role at the start of something new, leadership role, which all the quarterbacks are leaders by nature of their position, but it's a little bit different when you go in as the number one guy, the leadership that you have to take on in practice and in all season. So something new for him that he's grasping well, but it's going to be a little bit of adjustment for him.
You said y'all been looking at a guy who's pretty emulate Tom Brady. Said watching some film and some things that Brady does.
Yeah,
just try to do.
Yeah, just a little bit, some footwork things. You're always looking for different things that can help your guy do things a little bit better or make them feel a little bit more comfortable. And just some things he does with his drop that we're going to try out this spring. Interested to see how it works. And Hudson's a guy that we got to do a good job of keeping on balance. Sometimes his feet get a little bit too close together and kind of gets up on his toes. So a little bit looking at Tom Brady, more of how he keeps a good base in the pocket is really what I was showing him.
Do you have about 2 or 3 main things on your to-do list for this offense in the spring in terms of whether it's personnel or any kind of wrinkles you're looking at?
Well, there are a couple things that we're going to look at. Met with some people that I want to get into and what we're going to do, but a couple things, not a lot, that we're going to try. Spring's the time to try those things. Always, I know I say it every year, but it's a time to work on the little things and the fundamentals of playing football and playing each position. And you get a lot more individual time, a lot more fundamental time, and then develop depth across the board. The position I coach, we've got to develop some depth at cornerback. We got to figure out who's going to be, 1, 2, 3 in that order. Offensive line, there's some spots open there, some competition. So, the main thing is little things, fundamentals, competition, and then doing it the way we want it done, day in and day out. It's a new team, new leadership. So those are the main things.
Did you try to fight to keep JJ on your side of the ball? Hear about it?
No, I didn't hear that. We're in need of some skill on this football team. Really a receiver and defensive back, and we talked about maybe moving him in the slot a little bit to help us, but they had a little bit more pressing need over there. And to be honest, that's what JJ played primarily in high school, and it was something that he wanted to do when Coach Pruitt talked to him about the situation. And so we're good with it. I think JJ's fired up about it, so I'm excited for him.
What are you thinking you might get out of Todd this spring? I know Coach Rickett said he's still a little banged up.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to he's done a little bit in the off season, but he aggravated. I really don't know what he aggravated. Not his ankle or his hip that he had hurt last season. I think something from kind of additional to that. He hurt at the end of last season, and kind of been holding him out a little bit. But I think he looks good. I think he's down like 10 pounds. So I've already talked to Todd about how we're going to push him in practice. Expect him to go. I think that's the only way you can get better. So we're going to treat him like anybody else, and that's expect him to get better at the little things and give maximum effort. And I believe he's at a point in his career, third-year guy, where he's got to step up and be a leader for this football team. He's not a big talker, but he can be a leader by his actions and how he practices. So that'll be the big thing. And what I'm looking for is this spring is his leadership on the field by how he practices and how hard he goes. He really doesn't have to say anything. I know that's not his forte, but I expect him to go out there and lead by example.